What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So it's time for us to talk about the Gervonta Tank Davis and Rolando Romero fight. We all know, we saw it. Gervonta Tank Davis ends the fight with a brutal knockout, vicious knockout in the sixth round. Caught Rolly lacking. I think it was a left hand, a left hook. I think it was, right. And the stoppage was warranted without question. A lot of people like, oh, they should have let him fight. They should have let him get a chance to walk it off and fight it out. When I saw Rolly stand up and his leg was going every which way, he was on Bambi legs. Look, before he got up, the brother started doing his leg like this, like he's starting up the car, right? Like he getting ready to drive or something. I said, damn. Nah, bro, it was over with. That stoppage was warranted, and they needed to get him up out of there because had the ref let him continue, Rolly would have got severely hurt by Tank because he was out of it. You know what I mean? He even needed help walking out of the arena. Now, later on, he was okay. He got his bearings beneath himself, but he wasn't going to have enough time to recover in order to really hold off or sustain Gervonta Tank Davis for the last 40 rounds of that fight. Tank was going to get him with something vicious, and it was going to be even worse than what it was, right? But going into this fight, I thought that there was no way in hell that Rolando Romero was going to outbox Tank. I didn't even think he was going to win. I felt like if Rolly won 2 or 3 rounds, he would have been lucky, right? I left that fight with a completely different opinion about Rolando Romero. Rolly, he looked much more mature than I've ever seen him in a boxing ring last night. I'm not going to even lie. Rolly displaying feints. He was patient. Now, the power was there for sure, right? And we're going to talk about that. But he was patient, right? He wasn't just overly aggressive, ruthless aggression, just looking like a street brawler. It was calculated, right? Even stepping back, when taking them 2 steps back, when Tank coming in, getting out of the way of them shots with the 2 steps back. And I'm like, damn, okay, Rolly, right? The straight right hand was beautiful. Left hand, left hook was displaying. He was going to the body a little bit. And even at times throughout the fight, he clipped Tank. And he hurt Tank at one point through the fight. When he threw Tank down, but Tank was hurt right there. Tank, he ate a shot. Now, Tank wasn't as hurt as Rolly was when he got stopped or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? When he got dropped. But Tank was stunned and he was hurt. And I said, shit. I said that boy can crack. And I knew he could crack when Tank didn't go in there going for the gusto and trying to get him up out of there. Tank didn't try to go get him at all. He was patient and he was calculated and he timed it perfectly. And he set up a trap for Rolly to walk into. But Tank, when I saw Tank respecting him, I said, oh no. Tank respect Rolly power. He ain't just lunging in trying to go in there going for the KO. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't just trying to go up in there and get him up out of there like I saw him do other guys. And it's because he knew and he respected Rolly's power for sure. And then when he got clipped, he damn sure respected it after that. Even at some points in the fight, and I'm not saying that Tank was running from him or scared him, but Tank was on his bicycle a few times throughout this fight because he respected Rolly's power, and Rolly got my respect last night. Because I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I had Rolly winning 3 rounds to 2 before the stoppage, right? And I feel like Tank was going to catch on and do his thing and get busy. But I was just shocked that Rolly was out here really winning rounds. And 2 of them rounds, he won decisively to me. Like, decisively, he won them. And I'm like, shit, I don't know, man. Rolly might got some stuff. And I think when I speak of a maturation process from Rolando Romero, I think he knew this was his moment, right? He knew that he had talked all that shit and he had to back it up. Be like, listen, I've been talking crazy. I got to back this stuff up. I got to go in there and deliver, and I got to go in there and deliver emphatically, but I got to be patient. I got to be calculated. I can't go in there swinging wildly against a guy like Tank because he respects Tank's power, because everybody knows Tank got that motherfucking cannon. He got cannons in both hands, and he ain't afraid to let them go at any time, especially if he catch you slipping and you miss. Oh my God, he going to counter you like a mug. And I knew it was going to be a counter he was going to counter Rolly, and then Rolly was going to get into bad shape. And I figured that, you know what I mean, before, I don't know if I said it in my pre-fight breakdown, but I knew like Tank can counter extremely well, and Rolly was probably going to get caught in an exchange like that, through a counter. Not an exchange, but through a counter from Tank, right? But, man, Rolly, I believe he looked much better because he knew this was a step up of the elite. A lot of people didn't feel like he can hang in there with the elites, especially after his performances against guys like Jackson Marinez, where everybody felt like he lost, right? And he was gifted a win. He was gifted a decision. So I feel like he knew he had to go and take this fight seriously, and give it to him and Bullet Cromwell, man. They came and they had him looking a lot sharper than I ever expected. So I got to give him credit for that, man. People like y'all giving him too much credit. No, I thought he was gonna go in there and look absolutely sloppy, just look off balance and all of that. And he got them big, thick legs, like he got a sturdy base to him too as well. But and he's a strong ass dude. He was displaying a roughhousing tactics with Tank, trying to scrap with him for real. And he looked comfortable, and he was starting to get comfortable in there. But that was his problem. He started to get a little comfortable, and he letting them shots off, and he's forgetting. You gotta watch out for this dude. This dude will set up a trap for you to walk right into, and he walked right into the left hand. Tank set up the trap beautifully, and Tank even said it. He didn't even throw it that hard. He just landed it flush, and he landed the punch at the right time. If you hit a guy at the right time, it'll knock the lights out. It'll knock their lights out. It'll knock their lights out and have them seeing stars like they sit inside of a wraith. It'll have them boys seeing stars like they sitting inside of a wraith. No lie. If you hit them in the right spot, they had them dizzy. The boy was out there trying to start the car. I was like, oh shit, man. You can take the L out of Lover, brother. It's over. Put a fork in him. It's done. For Nito. Get the aluminum foil out and wrap him up. It's over with. You know what I mean? So when he got up and I saw him how he was bobbling and moving, the leg was going all crazy. That's all, man. Rolly is out of it for sure, man. And Tank, man, Tank is a special fighter. The skills that Calvin Ford has instilled in him from not only countering, but knowing when to throw certain shots. Right? It's a key to knowing when to land certain shots. Certain guys, like Tank, will know when the body is open. He hit you with that gut shot. He knows when he did the Leo Santa Cruz. He knows when to throw the left hook. He knows when to throw the straight right? He knows when to throw the uppercut through the guard. When things are like when he breaks the guard down, he gets you relaxed. He knows when to throw that. And you got to give all respect and all praise to Calvin Ford because he's helped to groom Tank throughout his career. I know he's signed under Floyd for sure, and Floyd has definitely given him pointers. But Calvin Ford has had him under his tutelage for a long time, and he's helped to groom Tank into the fighter that he is. And Tank knew what fight to fight. This is the thing. From all the shit talking, we thought it was going to be fireworks immediately. Go out there and just go out and scrap at it and get it on. But Tank stayed respectful to who his opponent was. He didn't let the world outside noise because everybody, including me, was like, man, Tank finna go out here and knock dude out. He finna go out here and knock him out viciously. He didn't let that get into his head and say, you know what? I'm going to just go out here and walk him down and scrap with him. No, be patient. Wait it out, right? See what's going on in that ring. See what you can capitalize off of. And then see, you set up traps in order for you to get the job done. And that's exactly what he did. But I'm glad he didn't play into the fanfare because I'm sure everybody in the crowd, Tank was the favorite there in New York City. They love Tank there, right? He is like a second home for him fighting there. There in Atlanta, they love Tank. Tank is like, believe it or not, right? People may feel like Tank hasn't fought the big time fights that he's supposed to be fighting at his age, but he's he is fan friendly, got a fan friendly style. He's a knockout artist, and the world really likes him. From social media following, the girls like him. He was dating some of the girls. He's on the Shade Room dating some of the little popular girls in the little the media industry or whatever. Media industry. Dating the rappers' old girlfriends and all that type of stuff. The girls like him. The dudes a lot of the dudes that really don't watch boxing, the casual fans, they like knockouts, right? So they may not know who a Devin Haney is. They may not appreciate the sweet science that he displays, right? They may not appreciate the sweet science that Shakur Stevenson displays, but they love to watch the knockouts from Tank because they know he gonna have somebody out there laid out, stretched out. Father, stretch my hands. See, they know he gonna have somebody laid out all the time, and people just love seeing guys hit the canvas. So they always really flock to Tank's performances and his fights because they know what they're really gonna get, right? So Tank he's a big draw. He could have easily fed into the fact, man, everybody is looking for me to knock this dude out. Let me go in there and try to get him out of there immediately. No, he stayed true to himself and said, you know what? I'm going to fight a smart fight, and I'm still going to get the job done in the way that the people love, right? Now, I'm sure the people would have probably liked for Rolly to get back up and for Tank to really just send him into goddamn orbit. I'm sure they were looking for that and hoping and wishing for that. But Tank sealed the deal with the shot he was supposed to. He still got the knockout victory, man. So, and that's really shows me the mental, the maturation of Tank in ways, right? The fact that, hey, that's a page out of Floyd Mayweather book. Listen, I'm not going to go in there and just try to get the crowd on my side and try to fight a fight they want me to fight and I go in there and lose off of this. No, I'm going to fight calculated and I'm still going to be able to get the job done in emphatic fashion. And he even did it in Pretty Boy Floyd fashion, not Money Mayweather style. Pretty Boy was the knockout artist, and he did it in that type of fashion, and it still was beautiful, right? Now, I spoke about the maturation of Tank Davis. Tank also displayed some points. He showed some things in there that he can still be a little immature at times. Not immature in personality, but you got to pay attention to the fight. You can't get too excited about what's going on in the crowd. He's seeing his mom on the Jumbotron and he hollering, "Mama, mama." He talking to his mama in the crowd and all this and all of that, getting engaged and all that type of stuff. And people look like, what the hell is he doing? He talking to the crowd too much. Focus on the task ahead of you, especially this young brother that can throw some shit at you. Because that's what Rolly can. He got some cannons on him too. It's not the same. It's not the equivalent of Tank's, but he still got some stuff that he can throw out there, right? And so, but after the fight, Tank did say, he panics a little bit, right? So he talks to the crowd to get the gym feel of it, to get him more relaxed and into the fight. You know what I'm saying? Even because he probably, and I'm sure a lot of guys probably do panic in the ring. Even the most vicious of guys can get nervous before fights, can get the butterflies. So in order to relax himself, he says that he talks to the crowd. He talks to his mom and stuff like that to get the gym feel in order to relax him and keep him calm, right? And that's a really honest, not assessment, but an honest response for sure. Because a lot of guys probably would have been like, I was just having fun. He's like, no, I panic sometimes. And that's the way I calm myself down in order to deliver the performance the way I'm supposed to. But yeah, man, Tank went in there and that was beautiful shots, man. Tank was in there and Tank landed some shit too. He landed some beautiful counters, some hooks, some straight rights and stuff like that. Like Tank with the jab. Tank did some very, very good things in there for sure. But it was a calculated fight. It was not the fight that a lot of people thought it was going to be. Just go out there and just go and slug it out and bang it out and just get into an all-out brawl. And Tank was smart. He respected Rolly. He ain't getting in there because he knew that boy got some helicopter choppers on his hand. He like, nah, I'm not finna get caught in them propellers like that. I'm not going to get caught in them propellers trying to make everybody else excited and make sure everybody else is having a good time. I'm gonna make sure y'all have a good time and still fight a smart and safe fight. And that's what he did, right? So sky's the limit for Tank. I want to see if now that he says he's leaving Mayweather Promotions, we don't necessarily know that, but that's what he's saying. Now I want to see if he's going to go and fight these other guys that we want to see him fight. Is he going to fight Devin Haney? Is he going to try to fight a George Kambosos? Is he going to try to fight a Teofimo Lopez? Is he going to try to fight a Lomachenko, right? Now, I'm going to say this. There were some things that I did see some holes in Tank's game. If he fight Lomachenko, he has to be sharp on those things. But I'm going to be real with y'all. As great as Lomachenko, as skilled as he is, I don't know. Tank got some shit to drop Loma. I'm not going to lie. I seen drop Loma that time, right? And Loma proceeded to whoop his ass. I forget what it was. Was it Campbell? No, was it Campbell that dropped Loma? Y'all let me know in the comment section. It's skipping my mind, right? But if he did that, I know that Tank can also drop Loma and hurt Loma as well. But Loma can also hurt Tank as well. Tank has to be more responsible defensively at times. And he can be responsible, but Tank can get clipped too. Trying to go for his shots and stuff, he can get clipped. But I believe Tank has the skill. I think he has the power to make all of the difference in a fight, right? Some guys got that stuff that keep guys honest, and he does. And so guys are never going to try to go for the gusto all the time on Tank because they know what could be there awaiting them. Now, I believe that Devin Haney is a supremely skilled boxer for sure, but he don't hit the same way Tank does. And I don't know if Devin can take the shots from Tank. I love Devin, though. I'm excited for Devin, and I'm rooting for Devin against George Kambosos. But Tank is always going to be a live dog, and he's going to be a champion because he got that shit you can't teach. You can't teach a guy how to hit extremely hard and to knock a mug into the next dimension. You cannot teach that, right? So sky is the limit for Tank. I just hope that, and now I think Tank is what, 27, 26, 27, something like that. I just want to see him make the fights he's supposed to be making, and so we can give him the flowers that he deserves. I believe he's a great young champion. He is the future of the sport, but I just want to see him go in there and fight some top competition. Now, for Rolando Romero, if Rolly would have lasted all 12 rounds with Tank, I promise y'all his life would have changed. Y'all thought he was still talking spicy after the fight, talking about he exposed Tank, so on and so forth. I don't think he exposed Tank, but he looked a lot better than what people thought, and he was winning rounds. I had him winning the fight 3-2 before the knockout. And who's to say Tank probably could have took over the fight and he could have changed it all up, because I've seen Mayweather start slow and guys start winning rounds early, and then they show that they're front runners, and Floyd just takes the life out of them. You know, from like the round 4 and on. I've seen it happen with Zab Judah, with Sugar Shane Mosley, so on and so forth. I'm talking about when Floyd fought those individuals. So who's to say? We don't know. Tank probably could have took over the fight after that 6th round and on, and could have just blasted the fight away and just ran away with the fight. Who knows? But what I'm saying is, Rolly looked a lot sharper and crisper, and he looked a lot more calculated and seasoned than what I ever seen him look before. He looked sharp. I believe, I'm going to be real, from the power that he displayed and the ability to hurt an individual, because he hurt Tank. He didn't hurt Tank like Tank hurt him, but he stunned him. And from what I saw, if you put him in there with Ryan Garcia, it'll be exciting. Ryan got fast-ass hands that could clip Rolly, but I think Rolly got some wood to lay on that brother. And I don't know. Rolly got dropped by Campbell, too. And not Rolly. Ryan got dropped by Campbell. Luke Campbell ain't no power puncher like that. Rolly got something that'll make Ryan sit down and make it sound like a shotgun too. I heard him. I heard them thudding shots from Rolly, man. I think Rolly versus Ryan Garcia will be a great matchup, and I think Rolly got a future in the division. Hopefully, he can just capitalize off of this fight and win some big fights coming up, man. But I would love to see him fight future competition, man. But great fight last night. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section.